should be working. Let's get some games in. Gotta get my decay days fixed. I don't have any decay days remaining. I'm gonna start with the support game because I'm a dirty into first game of the day, and if I try to play jungle first day of the day, oh my god. It will be an int. We don't want that. We don't want that straight away. Alright, question is, who's gonna be first in? Who's first in, chat? Who's gonna be? No one's in yet. Still don't have a first person in. People taking some time today. More than usual. Okay. There we go. First, Muhammad Zagbar. You got it, mate. You are first. Hello, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome. I'm playing on my main because, as you can already tell, my decay days have run out, and this is what my account looks like with LP over time. You can see I messed it up. Look at this. I didn't realize I ran out of decay days for the weekend. And so there's a little bit of a trend right here where I'm losing, what do you lose, 100 LP or 50 LP a day? 50 LP a day, and I let it drop for 2 days. So I lost 100 LP by not playing League. Oopsie. So I guess I'm going to have to play some games today, guys. Play enough games to stockpile sub and get me through the weekend so I can go work on videos again. It's not that bad. No, it's not. Should be right. It's okay. Hi, Brazilian viewer here. Hello, welcome. You want to know a fun story? About 3 years ago, I was streaming once, and a pro player who I used to play against, he was playing for a Brazilian team. He hosted my stream and gave me about 300 or 400 viewers. I'd never had more than 20 at the time. And a bunch of Brazilian people came in, and they were of course typing. And I said, "Sorry, I don't understand I don't understand Spanish." And then they all said, "We don't speak Spanish in Brazil, we speak Portuguese." And I went, oh, fuck. Oh, no, I've embarrassed myself. Oh, well. Hi, coach. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Am I feeling good? Very good. My wisdom tooth painness has finally gone away, and I stopped taking painkillers 2 days ago, or 1 day ago. So I am yet again a human. Thank God. I tell you what, not having to have painkillers anymore after having 4 painkillers a day for a week straight is nice, but I feel good now. Good enough to stream again. I didn't stream much last week, which is the reason I lost my decay games, because I didn't feel too good, so hey, we're back. Alright, well, I'm going to have to play Engage here, because it's currently Lee Sin, Draven, and Yasuo are all champions. Oh my god, and Vladimir. Alright, you guys want to know drafting, how to make it easy? You see this on your team? No Engage. What do? We pick Yuumi. We pick Sona. No, we pick Engage. If your team has no setup, you got to pick the setup. Any chance you play Morgana this session? Probably not. It's not a very good champ unless the stars align for it, but even then, it's still not a very good champ. So I have to play something with Engage, sadly not on Versing. Nautilus is always the safe pick if you have to blind a support. The thing is, we need something reliable, so that means we need knockups, because if they take Cleanse or have a Chaos and I play Leona, the only crowd control we have is not reliable all of a sudden, so we need something reliable, which means we need Nautilus or Alistar or something like this, and the most blindable melee support is always Nautilus. So we'll give that a pick. We'll give them a pick. We'll see what we end up versing. Don't use that skin. That skin's squishier than the other ones. I feel like... Will we see Bard this session? Probably. I love playing Bard. He's the freest LP. I'm very good at him. Just not this game. It's not the game for it. We need reliable. Bard is not reliable. Okay, they have Nidalee support, I'm guessing? Question mark. What I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to go Glacial. I'm going to go Glacial this game. Reason I go Glacial is actually pretty easy to understand. I am playing with Draven, and I'm versing Jhin. Draven is the strongest early game ADC. His Q is a BF sword. Jhin is the weakest early game ADC. He has fleet footwork, which is very bad at all-ins, and he runs out of bullets after 4 shots, so he's never going to win all-in. In situations where you already have a stat advantage, I have a lethal tempo stacking EDC with a BF sword for Q versus a guy with 4 bullets and fleet footwork, we already win the fight. Now, Glacial doesn't give you direct fighting power. It doesn't make me tankier, like Aftershock does. But I don't need combat stats to win the fight because I already know I win the fight based on my ADC dealing more damage. So I then take Glacial because it has better late game payoff, but the slow traps them in the fight. So if we already win the fight, I can take Glacial and trap them in it. Whilst if I was versing a stronger ADC and a melee support, I would need the combat power of Aftershock because they are comparatively strong to us, and by taking Glacial, I would probably be weaker because I'd be disadvantaged. This same logic often extends to the build path of your items. Let's say on first base, I have 400 gold. What do I buy? Well, if I just got a double kill, I will buy shoes because we already win the fight because my Draven's 2-0. So I'll buy shoes in order to gap close and get more fights. Whereas if we're even or if we just died, I'm going to buy a Ruby Crystal or a Cloth Armor because I need the combat stats in order to win now that we're behind. Whereas if, if you're already behind by a kill, and then you light 300 gold on fire to buy move speed, you're not going to win all-ins. You're at too much of a deficit, right? And yes, Nidalee E on Jhin is kind of wasted, very much indeed. I don't know about this whole Nidalee support thing, but all I know is Skillcat made a video on Nidalee support, and ever since then, I keep seeing it, and it keeps losing. Alright, anytime you see level 1 fighting, you just beeline at it, because you already know everyone else is. You already know everyone's running at this, so if you don't run at it, then... Nice, good trade, boys. I'll take that every day. Make that guy's life a little bit living hell. And I didn't lose near as much health as he did, so it's worth. Alrighty, now I have Lethal Tempo Draven, they fleet footwork guy with 4 bullets, so I'm going to hook the first thing I see. This guy doesn't have a defensive sum, and he can't take Jin's barrier, can he? So, the tech is, you just hook the fucking Nidalee in the head. So I'll pop pots. I don't want to go in the lane bush, because Nidalee starts W and puts traps in the lane bush. So this is one of the very few matchups where you don't actually want to go in the bushes. Funnily enough. Now we have double axes, so we can go anytime. There we go. There you go, we can hard zone them. Let's not let this guy get XP now. And they're losing XP now. Beautiful. We don't even have to hook in. They just get zoned. That's 2 minions of XP down the bin already. Now, we already know that their jungler is starting bot side because the map makes it pretty obvious, so we kind of just want to ward all the entrances. And if I see this Kiana coming into our bot side, I want to run there and stop him. So this game is a game we're playing for jungle because he's got a 3 quadrant. So I'm just playing to kill this wave and then go stop this guy. There we go, just as expected. I can do the Spider-Man thing, just chase after him to the end of the earth. Nice. And that gets my jungler a 3 quadrant. Happy days. Alright, muting this guy because he's already getting tilted for nothing. We'll just try to crash the wave, my friend. People love to get angry over nothing. So I'll give him the mute. Now, first to kill 3 minions gets a level up, so let's race to kill 3 minions. Don't want to fight till we have double axes. Okay, we get level 3 here, so I'm going to walk up. Ah. Keep fighting. We can't lose. Very good. We'll take that. Look in 2. Very good trades we're getting here. I threw out the Ignite in order to potentially get it in before they healed, but he had balls of steel. Now this is diveable. Bad news is I don't have Aftershock, so it's a little harder to execute, but this could be a suicide for a double kill if the jungler comes, but I guess he's not coming. It's a little hard. They're a little bit too healthy. Oh, Draven, my friend. Watch out, watch out. This guy needs to walk up. He's always so far back. I can't hook in if you're so far back, my friend. I just like the hook because I know we're backing off anyway, so the cooldown being down doesn't matter. You know, this guy's a pussy. They should have died by now. This is the most unplayable matchup, but let's see what they do. I'm going to channel recall. If they push, I'm going to cancel. They are pushing, that means I cancel. And I'll be here to hold the wave out. So here's the tech you do, guys. You channel recall until you see them push, and then you cancel it. If they don't push, you just keep it going. And then you hide around this corner so they don't see you until the last second. And then you just hold the wave. And then that makes this guy come and chase out your recall because he doesn't want to baseline a freeze. And now that you've done that, you get to walk up to them and chase out his recall. And so now he doesn't get to base, even though my ADC got a base. And congratulations, now my ADC is ahead by Vamp Scepter. And now we take a fight with Vamp Scepter advantage. Alright, I'll just take the kill because I'm trolling. But it is what it is. Draven, you should probably turn around, buddy. You're not getting that kill. Surely not. What are you doing? Alright, well, we take it. We got 2 kills. We got the Draven cash in. I stole his kill, but it worked. It worked. And then we absolutely maximize our build order with components. This is the best thing to do. Don't buy things like Kindle Gem. Kindle Gem sucks. All it does is give you CDR. You want to maximize components. Health, armor, magic resist, move speed. That's what you want. So there we go. We max out on that stuff. Now we grab this guy's flash timer, which is 740. Oh. Oh, that guy's 1 HP. Let's get in there. And let's give him the Hex Flash treatment. Draven's here for some reason. We'll take it. Oh, well, look at that timing on the shield, by the way. Look at the timing on that shield coming up. What a lucky man. Lucky man. Alright, Jin no flash. Bot wave, bouncing coming into us pretty soon. Let's put 2 and 2 together, guys. Shouldn't be too hard to put together. Bot wave, bouncing coming in. Jin no summoner spells. Ooh, I wonder what to do. I want to wait till this guy gets double axes. And then I'll just walk at them. Nah, it's a little too much to hook in like that. This is fine, though. Oh, he didn't quite get the bada bing in time, but that's alright. We take the flash. Bada bing. And now they've got no sums. They've got a bouncing wave. I'm sitting in a bush with a hex flash. What an impossible situation for the enemy. Oh, and then I hit fucking hook the air. Don't mind me. You know, you gotta, you could do the brain stuff right, but you gotta hit the hooks in the end, right? Otherwise, it doesn't count for anything. Alright, let's take two, chat. Sorry, like, I missed the last hook. But take two. You still got the freeze. Oh! Okay. My Hex Flash expired, and my real Flash came up. And I didn't realize until I flashed. I'm kind of missing everything, boys. Fuck him up. Fuck him up, Draven. You got him, right? Oh, he's got fucking everything. Alright, rip. It's too awkward. It's a first game in 50 million years kind of angle, and I miss goddamn everything. I've missed every hook for 50 years. Don't mind me. Okay. Not too good to start, boys. We should be winning a lot harder in this matchup than what is going. Alright, this guy's mad over nothing, so he's getting the full mute. That's just what you do, guys. You just gotta finish every game by muting every single member of your team. Because they're being too negative. Okay. Good stuff, Lee Sin. We take those. Yeah, it's really hard to hit that. Because he's a little bit too far, but I'm just here for the push out anyway. Give my boy a recall. Good shit. And I'm going to fake moving bot side and maybe go up to Void Grubs. I don't need to go bot. Draven's cleared the wave. No need to be there if he's not in lane. So I walk bot side until the last minion dies. Then we loop around and go top. So the last thing they saw was Nautilus walking bot lane. So they say, careful bot side. Nautilus is coming. And then Nautilus actually just goes to the Void Grubs. So now I just hang out of the Void Grubs. Don't need to go bot because Draven's not there. And you know what? I can whack this with you. Why not? I'll whack it with you. Now, I don't think they can do anything to Draven, who has both sums, especially with the Nidalee support. So he should be fine for one wave. We do start our recall, though. By the time my recall finishes, the Void Grubs are secure, so very, very good stuff. Again, we're going to maximize components here. Holy shit. I mean, they can dive him if they bring the fucking Avengers, apparently. Alright, well, they brought the goddamn Avengers. My guy should have dropped one wave and then would have been a fine trade, but I was just as surprised as him that they had their jungler there. Fair play to them. Now, he's definitely flaming me because you already know it. That's why we muted him preemptively, so that we can keep the mental in check. Nice. And they're in need of a recall. We're fresh off base, so all we got to do is hold wards because they're going to reset in a second, and then once they do reset, we'll get prio, and then I can commit wards without them having a chance to clear it because we'll be first on map. So let's get this wave cleared. We don't want to freeze. It's too late into the game to be freezing anymore. Plus, it's a dragon in 30 seconds anyway. And now we can look to go commit vision. So I'm going to stick around for XP just because this gives level 7 and we're about to fight a neutral, so I want the level up advantage before we do so. Oh. And not quite going to get all the way to 7, but I'll get it just off leeching something soon. Alright, if Nidalee's going to show mid while we're crashing a giant wave, you know what the play is, guys. It's not a hard play to figure out. Alright, too bad their jungler's coming here, so we just chill. I want to leech XP to get this level up, and then I just want to leave after that. So we're going to move up. No need to be bot, because the wave's already cleared. So we move up towards mid, and we get ready to make a play onto mid, where there aren't so many enemies. There probably won't be much to do. Yeah, look, I can't kill that guy. He's got a fucking shield, so back to bot lane we go. Alright, we're 2v2, we're in a bubble, that's confirmed by the God Vision, so I guess it's time to just flash on their head. Oh wow, okay, this guy's got the rocket launcher. Now I would love if... oh, they've got full item though. Yeah, look, we don't need to do anything. I think we're in that state where we could absolutely win a fight, even though he's got an item and we don't, but there's no need to take the risk because we're winning everything everywhere, so I'll just sit here and get carried this game, don't mind me. I'll just fucking sit here and wait. We wait. We're doing this? I don't think they can do this. We clean them here. Block for me. Thank you, sir. Good man. You know what gives me the confidence to engage there, guys? Pretty simple concept. In early game, the team who engages always wins the fight. I'm just going to finish the recall, I don't care. The team who engages in early game, 90% of the time is the team that wins the fight. Think about that fight from the perspective of Kiana, right? She's standing there at full health. Then she gets absolutely arse blasted by crowd control. By the time she gets out of crowd control, she's got 10% health, and so what she does is she runs away and tries not to die. And then, as a result, she does 0 damage. What the enemy does in return is they blow every single cooldown on the Nautilus who just flashed in. But I've already used my cooldowns. So, in a best case scenario, they trade kill me after I've expended all my cooldowns, after I've killed somebody who hasn't used a cooldown yet. Which is always a worthwhile trade, right? Alright, couldn't quite get in range to give him the whack. I thought I had more move speed than him there, but... I mean, I do, but not... Why does he have only 7 less move speed when I have tier 2 boots and he doesn't? It's kind of wild. Kind of wild. Alright, this is a bit awkward. Wait, what? Don't know what happened there. Alright, well, we've done everything we need to do. I'm just playing... it's doing the standard, haven't played for 2 weeks, and everything is going sideways, and it is what it is, and my brain's half off, but that's alright. It's working, it's working. Alright, I actually just can't hit a hook today. I just can't. Guys. Next game. I gotta play a less serious champ. Nautilus is too serious of a champ. I gotta play fucking Bard or Pike or something, and I'll pop off. 100%. Alright. I am the bodyguard between mid and bot. What we do is we just hold the setup until Vlad's wave gets up to here, and once it gets up to there, they'll be forced to respond, and then we'll break something somewhere. The problem right now is that it's hard to get anything because they only have to answer in one place. What you need is you need them to answer in multiple places in order to have a numbers advantage in one of the 2 places they're answering. So look at these waves out of base. Mid wave arrives first, so I'm going to hover closer to mid for the arrival of the mid wave. If I'm needed, I will come out and fight, which seems like I am. That's fine. They've got no crowd control, my friend. You shouldn't be getting caught. Now that the mid wave is wrapped up, I can move into bot wave. The bot wave hasn't arrived yet. Since we know that Jin and Nidalee are both closer to mid, we can move down to bot. The wave's still alive. It's going to be hard to do anything to Mouse, though, but if Vlad can break his shield, we can kill him. Can you break his shield, please, Vlad? Nope, you can't. That's alright, give it a try. Well, we can't do anything there because Lee Sin's top lane, and my Vlad's not doing anything, so back to mid we go. Now we just wait for Vlad to fall down. Once Vlad folds into mid, we have numbers advantage. He should be folding in right now, but for some reason he's not. That's fine. There's the fold in. And so now that Vlad folds in, there's stuck answering bot. We get the numbers advantage. We can force down the mid tower. Mouse is in the side lane. There we go, boys. It took a while. It took like a full minute of setup, and now things are starting to break. So they got a guy answering bot. Now they're going to have people answering mid. So we fold into top, right? You just move away from where the enemies are. Don't move towards the enemies. Move away from the enemies, right? There's a bunch of people answering mid. So why not move top and take towers for free, boys? There we go. And in the background, there's no one defending top lane, so we should be able to break the tier 2. Good shit, boys. Can't complain. Alright, that was some long-winded macro. It took way too much effort. Way too much effort, but we got there in the end. But sometimes you got to be patient. That was honestly, the game kind of happened in slow-mo there, because Lee Sin was just full clearing, and Vlad took 50 years to fold in, but you just got to wait for the macro to kick in, boys. Wait for the side wave to go out. Now, don't worry. That sequence required your brain. This sequence doesn't. This sequence, dragon 15 seconds, go to dragon fight. Pretty easy to understand, right? That's all we do. So we stroll our pretty little ass in here. Say thank you to this guy for inting all of his wards into us. Thank you. There's 2 more wards to find. He had 4, and now he only has 1. Huh, that means he placed 3. I cleared 1 of them, which means there's 2 remaining. So now we got to go search for all of his wards. Now, I can't walk in because there's a Malzahar sitting in that bush, and I don't want to face check that Malzahar, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the boys. Still going to wait for the boys. Oh, okay. That's the second of 3. There's 1 more ward to find. I'm guessing it's in our jungle or it's on dragon itself. Well, that tells me it's in our jungle. I don't know about this, but fuck it. He's playing Mundo. He can do what he wants. I think we just clean them here, guys. If they keep going. Good job. We go up, we take their top jungle. Again, move away from the people. If there are 4 people bot side, walk top side. That way you have numbers advantage on top side. So we can flip the side of the map we play for entirely, take all of their camps, and while they're responding to bot lane and mid, we can just roll into top side and take everything. Now this is completely out of tempo. They're formatting bot when we're 1 second away from hitting their inhib tower. You can't do that. We're going to take your top tower before you take our bot tower. Therefore, you have to answer what we do. right? They're trying to make proactive plays on a situation where they have a slower team tempo. That does not exist. I'm rocking Rift Herald at your tier 3. You don't get to run bot lane and make your own play. You have to do what I tell you to do. Yeah, good shit. So we got heaps there. We must break this tower. Get the mid one. Good shit, boys. We take those. And we can probably just literally all back and then just get the fucking Atacon. I think if we recall, we get Atacon. But, oh, this guy's getting caught again. He loves getting caught. Holy shit, they're all dead. Lock it for the... Yeah, lock it for the assist. You always lock it for the assist. Good shit. Alright, well, this game's pretty over now. That's apparent. Good job, boys. Oh, shit. Flash Ignite. Kill secured. And just like that, the game's over. Alright, that was the most disgusting early game by me. I couldn't hit a single hook. But we got him in the end. I got a little bit carried, but I did enough. All I did is I didn't pick Nidalee support and we won. That's all it takes. Thank you, Lee Sin. Thank you very much, Lee Sin. God damn it. Oh man, I feel bad. I got to play more troll champion because that was embarrassing. But I think I won that game because I didn't pick Nidalee and because I muted my Draven before he got to me. Hell yeah. Hey coach, thanks for the content. Learned so much from you. Hey, thank you very much, man. Glad to help. This guy's doing the support equivalent of card counting and blackjack. Actually, though. Literally. I love the minigame that plays in the background. I feel like a lot of people don't know about the minigame in the background of counting wards and tempo and this and that, but it's a fun minigame, and when you win it hard, you know? Just started playing rank recently, have almost zero success with enchanter support. Should I play mages and enchanter subs so I can be selfish and solo lane if my ADC is useless? I mean, a good question is why you don't have success on enchanters, and usually the answer is because you are mispositioning and getting one shot most of the time. So a solution to that problem might just be playing Swain. I think like a lot of people I notice who fail to climb on support, if you slam on Swain, all their problems go away because suddenly you're a tank in the middle of everyone who does damage, and Swain works really well at low ranks, so maybe give it a go. Started meaning ADC. Do you have any tips to help me climb faster? If you increase your win rate, it helps. The higher your win rate, generally the faster you climb. There's a correlation between winning more games and... Yeah, you get it. Pretty funny. Pretty funny guy. No. Just get reps. Like, dude, if that was a magical thing I could say to improve your win rate, I would sell that for so much money. You think I got one magical word to say to make you better? Bro, I'll have to make a course. Like, an entire course on how to make you better. Oh my god, guys, my mum is in the Twitch chat. Hi, mum. Hello, Nathan. Guys, my mum's in the chat. We gotta keep it well rated. Don't say anything bad. Don't pick my nose on camera. She'll call me out on it. God damn. Can we actually climb with enchanters in ranks below bronze and silver? Alright, I think you have the wrong idea about things. You want to see some stats? Game duration. Okay. At what point in the game is an enchanter good? When is an enchanter the best pick you could have? In late game, right? Enchanters are super scalers. They're payoff picks. They do exceptionally well in late game. This is the game duration of games by rank. Do you notice a correlation between the game time and the rank? I don't understand why people say, can you climb in low elo with enchanters? Low elo games tend to go for longer. Enchanters are good in long games. Enchanters are strictly better for climbing in low elo than in melee supports are. Like, what are you saying? Of course they're good, right? I'm not saying that if I was a challenger support and I smurfed an Iron that I would play Lulu. I wouldn't play Lulu. I would play Pyke and Bard, right? I can hard carry better. But your job is not to get a 100% win rate as a silver player playing in silver. Your job is to get a 55% win rate. And it is easier to get a 55% win rate by playing an enchanter and going to 40 minutes and just playing as the average player at that rank, right? If you're Giga Smurfing, you shouldn't play Lulu, but you're not Giga Smurfing. You're playing in the rank you belong in, and you're trying to have a realistically good win rate, not an unrealistically good one, right? So, interesting way to think about it. Yumi carried you out of bronze? There you go. Ah, Yumi carried a lot of people out of a lot of ranks, I'm sure. Is Nathan? What's up, Nathan? How you doing, man? It's so funny. You found my YouTube stream. My little brother is in the chat, guys. How cool is that? You gotta play some League again, Nathan. I actually just booked my flights back to Australia for Christmas, so I'll be coming back in early December, like always. And I don't know, we can play It Takes Two again or something. Hell yeah. Alright, I gotta play something a little bit more fun, because I don't know why, but I was so out of it that last game, and I just missed everything, and I felt like I was playing like a bronze. So I'm gonna have to play something that gives me some dopamine, because that was not a dopamine-filled game. That was a potato game. God damn. What do you think of playing off-meta like Kale support? Just accept the fact that you are making your life a lot harder than it needs to be, but have fun with it. Like, perfect example I always make is set support. I love playing set support, but everything set support can achieve can be achieved much more easily by other supports. Set support is very good under extremely extremely specific circumstances, with team that plays around it perfectly and someone who executes on it perfectly. And if those conditions aren't perfectly met, you become instantly useless. But you could also just play Alistar and just do everything better for much easier, right? And that's the trap you can run into with off-meta picks, is that every off-meta pick that exists, there is an equivalent that is doing the job, but much more easily and more effective, that is meta most of the time. This guy wants to swap? Fuck yeah. Alright, we said we're gonna vibe out. I want to play Bard. If I'm playing Bard, you probably don't want to play MF, my friend. I'm locking in. I'm forcing his hand. You are not playing that. Yeah, Jin works. Jin works better. Oh, go Electrocute. What am I doing? Electrocute on Bard. Keyboard. And I can go anything I want here. What do I want? Usually this. Ew, TF. That's annoying. Probably some version of this. We'll see what they pick elsewhere, though. Okay, we're gonna do that real quick. Nice. What MMR is this right now? Current rank is 300 LP Master, give or take. So, about that. About that. I decayed 100 LP because I didn't play enough, which is why we're streaming and playing games today, to get my decay days back. I'm playing a support pool of Tarm, Pantheon, Zerath, and occasionally Blitzcrank in Bronze. Oh my god, dude, that champion pool sounds like Bronze. It's like all of the champions people play in that elo. It's so funny. Any sport you would suggest to fill the gaps in my pool? Bro, anything with crowd control. Play Tarm, Pantheon, Zerath, Blitzcrank. You have no reliable crowd control in your kit. Just Leona or something. Something that can, like, hit a knock-up if you need to hit a knock-up. Because what do you do if your entire team comp has no crowd control? You need something that has reliability. Just like my last game. I was the only engage on a team full of no engage. So, like, yeah, you know. Bard R into MFR? No. The best combo is MFR into Bard R. That's the best one. Hey Rogue, what's up, man? Alright. So, what are we thinking this game, guys? What are we thinking? They have pretty mixed damage. Don't need Locket. So, most likely, Redemption's an okay item in general, but I don't think I want it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Deadman's. Early build path is good. It's probably the best item in general for situations where you can't point to one, but the other thing to think about is they have TF, so I'm going to need a Mikhail's Crucible. I don't need to rush the Crucible because it's only one form of crowd control, and I won't be encountering a lot of gold cards until mid-game anyway, so I can make it my second item, plus Jinna's Cleanse anyway. So I'm just going to hold off on buying the Crucible till second item. Also, the bad part about building Mikhail's Crucible, or Mikhail's Blessing it's called now, is the build path's pretty shit. This half of the build path is fine, but after you buy the first Ruby Crystal, everything else you buy just sucks. So compared to Locket or Deadman's, it's a really shitty build path. So I'm probably going to go Deadman's. I could otherwise go Locket. The reason I want to go Deadman's is because I'm mainly encountering physical damage, although it is pretty split. But the move speed just has a lot of value on Bard, and Locket isn't the most valuable this game. You know, Locket's really good when it can block a Vladimir E or Ult or a Karthus Ult or something, which, you know, can kind of do, but not as easy. So anyway, let's just chill. Okay, there's the enemy bot lane, so I can walk up and be a Chad. I got bone plating unflinching, so I'm not really that scared to get jumped on. I didn't quite get the stun. Good try. Now, I want to wait till he goes for minions, and then try and get an Electrocute proc. There's the Electrocute proc in question. Can't complain. Now, this guy has bone plating, which is a big mistake. Not sure why he has bone plating into Jhin Bard, but now we know. So I click on him, and I can see his bone plating displayed here. Now, let's wait for them to go for minions, and then when they do, we know what to do a second time. Alright, good stuff, boys. Oh, I was trying to give my boy a hand with his last hit, but he took it with a Q. Now I'm going to get a deep ward here because we don't know where their jungler started, and anytime you don't know where they started, you want to get a deep ward, that confirms it. Pathing top. And we spell it out for my team. If you know where the jungler started, you should always try and find that out. Usually that's the job of the mid laner, but if you do a two-wave crash, you can, as the support, go find out. Now, I don't want to waste my Electrocute Croc on that guy. I want to get onto Aphelios if I can. So, let's wait till he goes for a minion. I didn't quite get it. Yeah, you know. Now, trading's really going to favor us because we've confirmed their jungler's pathing up while ours is pathing down. So, let's let the wave come in and just keep hard trading. Trades are always in our favor here. I really want to get this Electrocute procced, though. It's just hard because I have to flash there because I was a dumbass and I went too far up. But I think it's worth because we're still trading extremely heavily, which, as I said, is really favoring us that we're trading heavy because our jungler's pathing here and theirs isn't. So I'm just going to keep trading heavy. I'm not even mad about losing my flash there because the flash baited them into fighting me, and they lost a shit ton of health while fighting me. And now the result is that they lost all of their health on weak side, and they probably regret it. So even though I lost my flash, I think it's a good result. This is turning into dive territory. Our jungler is just leaving. Alright, well, best thing we can do now is just pop a recall in order to synchronize with our jungler basing. Right, you got to remember, their jungler is synchronized with ours. If he pathed down, theirs pathed up. If ours resets to go top side, theirs resets to come bot side, which means we got to get the fuck out of here before he gets back. Now I buy a Ruby Crystal, because you always buy a Ruby Crystal versus melee supports, because you're already at a stat deficit. No idea why my Jhin stayed. Why did he stay? I don't know, but that's his mistake, not mine, so let's let him make his own mistake and not compensate for it. He was really worried about the wave state, but the wave state doesn't matter because we just reset and come back and just have a 1.5k gold lead. Am I wrong? Plus, if we try to chase in the wave state, it's at the exact moment their jungler come to swap bot side, and they have flash advantage with root gun and jungler bot side. So we would just die, right? So I'm just going to let him make his own mistake. I'll play at a high level of play. That's fine. And if I can, I will hold this wave out, which I should be capable of doing. This guy is really not enjoying himself, is he? And that held the cannon out, which is a happy day for me. And so now we get a massive CS lead. I don't do what my Jhin wanted to do because I knew it was wrong. I do what I want to do because I know it's right. And as a result of that, we're going up a full wave and we didn't die to the very obvious jungle gank that my ADC was trying to bait me into dying to. How about that, chat? Hell yeah. And what's really nice is because of the way the wave is moved, it actually syncs up so that as my jungler finishes his second clear, we begin a slow push. And so as he finishes his next camp, our slow push crashes at their tower and we get a dragon. This is a very natural pattern that pro players will use to pre-plan early ganks. If you synchronize your recall with when your jungler takes their crab, when they go to top side, your wave comes towards you while you're in base, and then it hits your tower as they cross to bot side, and then it slow pushes and it crashes into the enemy tower as he finishes second clear, and from that, you get first dragon. Hello? Why is my jungler not recalled by 6 minutes? Jesus Christ. Alright, we don't get first dragon because my jungler hasn't recalled at 6 minutes into the game. So everything I just said doesn't matter. You know what? You can do all the brain power you want, but then you get a jungler who does 2 full clears without recalling, and all of a sudden, your beautiful stacked wave to take dragon off of doesn't fucking matter, does it? Rippity dippity doo. Oh, damn it. Well, he's taken it now, so we'll fucking work with it. I'll just hug the top side of the lane so I'm faster rotate into the neutral. Good trade. That boy, give me this. Good shit, boys. Now their jungler's back bot side because he's mirrored to our jungler and our jungler's top camps are respawning, which means his bot camps are respawning. Now I'm here to get XP, but I'm again staying to the top side of the lane so that I'm a faster rotate. And I get 6 in a second, so... There we go. And I just want to crash next wave and recall. I'm going to get my support item here. And once I get support item, being the first to recall is a big bonus, because then you get full vision. Plus, our jungler's leaving to go back to farm camps now, so that means we're done. Oh shit, he's invading. Why is he invading? Okay, psychopath. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fog up here, but I'm actually just probably going to take a recall. I know they don't have vision in this area, so I'm not too worried. I don't think this is diveable. Actually, what do you think, boys? Okay, well, out of nowhere it is diveable, apparently. We'll take it. 2 for 1's fine. Can't complain, can't complain. I think we should have gone a lot quicker, but they couldn't figure it out, but fuck it. The play came out of nowhere. We'll take it. I'm going to buy these shoes. We like go fast shoes, and I am indeed going to build Deadman's because the build path's good. Now I can sprint to the Herald, the Void Grubs. I'm going to get there before Rel because I have tier 2 shoes, and off my fast death timer, I get to base before he does, which means I get on map before he does, which means I can sprint my pretty little ass in here, and I think the point of contact we have will be somewhere in that hemisphere. Yeah, I was about right. So I'm going to dodge him here in order to not show where I've placed wards, and I'm going to try and keep an eye on where he puts his. So we'll try and get vision of him before I place my pink here, because I want to know if I'm placing my pink for no reason or not. So he did place 1 ward. There it is. It's worth checking his support item before placing my pink so that I'm not placing it in order to not clear anything. Oh, get out of there, bud. Oh, I missed my Q. Rippity dip. Alright. I'm doing too much brain, and these guys are doing all brawn. Alright, back up, please. Can we do the Void Grubs, please? I've been waiting for a while now. Been waiting for a good while to get these Void Grubs. Now, I don't need to go bot, that's for sure. I know there's no wards, because I've been tracking him. So, we'll just hang out over here, see if they want to do anything silly. And I think this guy's not contesting top, so I'll go closer to mid. This might just be done though. I think they're conceding. I'm going to hold ground here because I don't actually need to recall. Midwave's done, which means the only place a fight can happen is top. And we'll always trade up here if we end up trading sides because we literally have Void Grubs. So I am A-okay to fly in and trade here. Okay, ulting him was a lot. Okay. Alright, well, they TF ulted, so I don't know why, but they did. I don't know if TF's having a good day right now. I feel like he's not. I feel like TF is not having a very good time right now. Alright, GG. Good job. I'll pop a B. Don't know what's happening down here, but all I know is we're trading up, so I don't really care. And my poor AD carry is really unhappy with me, but I think he's doing the right thing. He's been smart enough to just give one wave and be happy that we're winning the entire game on the other side. Nidalee seems AFK? Yeah, true. Nidalee is literally not in the game. You are absolutely correct. Now that I think about it, I've been tracking their jungler for half this game, but he's been AFK since level 3. I've definitely been cooking way too hard. Now, Rel is 100% going mid, so I'll ping the crap out of that, because that's where I'd be going. And we just want to get this wave so that he can base, and then I want to do my contest through mid lane, since they have a TF in the game. You always want to do your contest through the TF. Okay, interesting. Now, let's do the contest through the TF. There's definitely wards in this area, because Rel has none, and that's where she's been. And I want to do the contest through mid, because I don't want to play away from the TF ult. I want to play towards the TF ult, so that he can't utilize it against me. So we'll go through mid. It's my strongest of the two lanes. And it avoids the TF ult problem. And we'll just be a human ward for a while he does this. Good stuff. Now, I want to be here to contest next mid wave. If this guy tries to play the game, he should catch a bard ult to the head. My Q missed, but still a really good trade. We'll take it. And we can probably just dive here. Oh my god, we both suck. We both suck. We both mistimed it. Alright, good job. Me and you together, Silas. We're the best players in the world. Good shit, my friend. Good shit. God fucking damn it. We're both potatoes. Alright, well, the sequence is over. The enemy team is obviously recalling, otherwise we'd see them. And if they're recalling, it means nothing will happen. So I pop my recall to match. Nice. Now, will that guy recall? No, he won't. He's fresh off base, so that means I have to go bot lane. If he was recalling, I would match, but if you just check the items, it's pretty easy to tell that he doesn't need to recall. So we'll go back bot lane. Now, there's a roll here, and the TF is going to roam down and look to ult, so this is a moment where we want to chill the absolute fuck out. I'm going to sit in reserve here, just so that they make a play without the info armor here. Now, they're about to TF ult and try and kill us. I'm just going to do as much as I can to stealth vision, so that we bait the TF ult out, and then he realizes that I'm actually here after all. He's still looking at ult. We're making a cross-map play. Just stay off vision. So they keep wasting time trying to make a play bot side when it's just not possible with me here. Not bad. TF is still here. He's still here. Ah, there you go. He showed up mid. Alright. Riven is here. Okay. Well, I didn't expect the Riven to be here. And I don't think my ADC did either. Fair enough. Fair enough. Good play by them, maybe? Question mark? I'm not sure. Kind of confusing play, but fair enough. Yeah. I'm messing with them. There you go. You deal with that, boys. This is not looking good. This is not looking good anymore. We okay, boys? I'm being flamed? I did everything. What do you mean? I could not have done much better there. Alright, we got him, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, that'll do me. I'm done. I'm useless. Love it. I do... Look, I wouldn't say I did everything perfect, but I would say I did about a 90% as well as I could have. And then this guy comes in and drops a fat 10% and fucking dies. And then he just flames me and mutes himself. The standard. Everything is someone else's fault. We love it. We love to see it. And now we're dropping FF votes. Guys, come on. Like, we're literally winning the game. Calm down. Holy shit, look at him go. Let's just leech level 9 here, like a little peasant. What is this guy up to? What the fuck are we doing, by the way? Alright. I'm getting roped into idiocracy. This guy's just Fortnite dancing in a tower. And so I'm just doing it with him and we're both dying as a result. Love to see it. Also, I just realized what's going wrong, guys. I know why I've been inting the last 2 games. You're not going to believe it. I didn't have my Logitech gaming software open, which adjusts the DPI of my mouse. And so I've been playing on a different mouse sensitivity the last 2 games. Guys, I figured it out. Why am I an inter? Okay, my brain's not working, but why am I missing everything? I'm not going to say, like... it's like, you're always trying to find an excuse when you miss a skill shot. I actually have one, right? Like, surely that counts as an excuse. Like, I've been playing with a different sensitivity on my mouse the whole time without realizing. That's a pretty good excuse as far as excuses go, right? Alright, well, we hold wards. We don't want to put wards topside because next objective is bot side, and we got that already. And we don't want to place bot side wards yet because we don't have control of the area, and if I place them, they will get cleared. What you have to do, my team is super late on the map, is you have to hold your wards because this guy's running around with a sweeping lens right now, which shows that he's a bad player because he had vision of me mid and he saw that I have 4 wards still. Why is he expending his sweeping lens when he can see I haven't placed a ward? I don't know, but he's doing it, and that's why you hold wards. Even if the enemy has info to know you haven't placed a ward, they still commit sweepers sometimes? I don't know why. But, fuck it, we ball. What the fuck are we doing down here, by the way? Like, Bard R? What does he want me to do with my ult? My team is unhinged. The guy's fucking tower diving. Just don't tower dive. Just get the neutral objective, dude. Like, I ran into a tower and died and he pinged my ult. It's not the solution there, my friend. It's not the solution. Alright, contest through mid with the boys. Alright, I just use a sweeper when he has no wards placed. I'm literally the exact problem that I was flaming him for doing. That's so funny. But this dragon has been there for so long. Ah, rip. We do what we can. But people keep inting. Stop running in one by one. Guys, please. People die so often, I don't get it. Stop dying, please. This objective has been sitting there for like a minute at this point, and it's just a cascade of people walking in one by one and dying, and I'm just waiting for my team to group so I can actually place wards. Alright, the enemy's basing, so I can finally commit vision. The only problem is off the base, my whole team's fucking dead. They're all fighting top lane for some reason. Well, I'm going to have to hold one of my wards because Rel's about to come in and clear all the wards because my whole team just ran top and died. I'll just place one to see them do dragon. What is happening, guys? Why are we top lane all the time? Get stunned on your own turret, by the way. He got stunned on his own turret. What a sad day to be that guy. Oh, fruities. Grab all those. Well, I don't even know what's happening at this point. everyone's just dying all the time. Somehow in the end, even though my team ran 3 people top and all died, we still got the dragon. I don't know how, but we'll take it, I guess. And we out, boys. We evac to the chopper. I'm going to have to pop a recall because next sequence takes place topside towards Atacon, and I don't have enough vision to cover the 2 key junctions. I have no wards, and we need to. I'm actually going to upgrade my shoes this game. Usually, you don't upgrade swiftness boots into the upgraded version on support, because what it gives you in the most part is adaptive force, and ability power and attack damage is not the stat you want on support, but on Bard, it is. Bard is one of the very few supports who actually does benefit from adaptive force. So one of the probably the biggest support mistake I see in recent time is people upgrading swift marches. They upgrade swiftness boots into tier 3 on traditional supports. And they're just burning money on literally getting AP and AD, which is obviously just useless stats for the role. So we try not to make that mistake. I'm not ulting for that, man. Like, this guy keeps getting caught. It's not my fucking problem anymore. I'm sorry, but I can only devote so many ults to saving your ass before I just stop giving a shit. Alright, enemy team's going to start Atacon. Silas needs to TP now. TP early, please. Because it's completely contestable. Contesting Atacon when it's 4v5 is always a winning fight because of the stat debuff that Atacon gives. It's very advantage. Knew he was going for that. Can anyone kill the Aphelios that I've been stunning for 10 seconds, please? Alright, that Aphelios hates his fucking life after what I did to him that team fight. Oh, I didn't get the stun angle. Alright, I hard carried that fight. And this guy's gonna get a penta and everyone's gonna praise him. Go! Go, Fiora! Oh my god. Alright, stole your penta. Rip. Well, I couldn't have carried that any harder. There you go, we take those. And you know what? I don't think he deserved the penta. I think I did, so that's why I took the last kill. We take those. And just like that, we wrap up the game. Good shit, boys. Is Swifties bad on enchanters? Swiftness boots are great. You know what I recommend you do on support, guys? Because when you upgrade to Swift Marches, right, if you look at what you gain 10 move speed, which is nice, but for the most part, it's the passive, the adaptive force, right? You don't want AD and ability power on support, so you don't upgrade to tier 3 Swiftness moves unless you're playing Pike or Bard or something, right? So what you do is if you don't have shoes and your team wins Feat of Strength, is you never buy Swiftness boots. You always buy defensive shoes, or more often, Lucidity boots, because the tier 3 upgrade of Lucidity boots is the best one out of all of them. If you already have Swiftness boots, and then your team wins the Feat of Strength, you just don't upgrade to tier 3. You just sit on tier 2 the whole game. I'm just fucking dead. But you just sit on the tier 2 shoes the whole game, because the tier 3 upgrade isn't worth it, because you don't use the stats, and then after you finish about 2 items, you sell your Swiftness boots, get rid of them, and then you buy the Lucidity boots and you upgrade those. If you look at what you get from the upgrade, it's the same amount of gold, but you gain 15 ability haste, which is absurd gold efficiency for just 500 gold. And you also gain the passive that gives you insane amounts of movement speed. The reason that you want to build Swiftness boots and upgrade them is because you want move speed, right? This gives more move speed than the Swiftness boots do. Plus, you get a shit ton of cooldown reduction, which is by far the best stat you could possibly have in a mid to late game situation on any support, right? So you just sell them in order to make use of the tier 3 boot upgrade. Nice. We take those. Anyway, glad we got a good clip out of that. I did walk in and die, and then my team followed me in and died too, so that makes it my bad, because of course my team's going to kill themselves if I die. That's just simply what everyone does in solo queue. They suicide in the moment you make one mistake, so that makes it my fault. And I'm going to lock the fuck in so I win this game rather than just trying to make clips for my fucking TikTok. Alright, let's lock in, boys. So we got to chill. Enemies already on the map. They have a tier fault, which means we have to wait. We have to wait. They're not entering side lanes, which means they're grouped as 5. We chill, we chill, we chill, we chill. We're showing Fiora and Vision bot lane. The enemy is not showing any of their side laners, which means they have 5 mid. Why are we running up mid right now? Why? It's fucking elementary. Your side laners are entering side and the enemy's isn't. That means they're 5 mid and we're not. Bruh. Oh well, it works out because of gold lead, so we take it. Yeah, we take it. We can get Dragon Soul now, boys. Fuck yeah. And we take those. I love it, dude. I love it. Like, the disconnects. Like, I'm sitting there screaming, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. They have 5 mid, don't fight. We're showing on side lanes. And as soon as I say that, my Wukong runs in, spamming on my way ping. And it's like, bro, we are playing different levels of this game, I can tell. You're just thinking me 6 kills go in. And what's funny is he's going to be results-oriented and look at it and say, we won the fight. Why is this bard a pussy? And I'm going to say, yeah, but look, it was probably the only way we could have lost the game, right? So why'd we do it? I don't know, but we did. Anyway. Farming clips is crazy. Yeah, literally. Holy shit, I only have 15 haste? That's crazy. How about that? Okay, so what my job is now is we connect the bridge of top lane. We cover... Oh, shit. What's up, Rel? Have you been trying to sneak some wards, my friend? 2 of them, in fact. Alright, there are 2 wards to find. Where did you put both your wards, my friend? Well, I think I found them. Okay, so that's 2 of 4. 3 of 4. I'm going to hold my sweeper because she's still got 1 to place. There it is. Now that I made her bait out her second one, with my 1 sweeper, I can clear 2 wards. God, it's so elementary, man. Why would I use my sweeper on 1 when I could just let this guy into second? And just like that, you have to go back to base rel. Thank you for donating all 4 wards to me. Have fun in the fountain. It's that easy. Hey, good try. Alright, Rel's got new wards. He did, in fact, go back to the fountain, like a good boy. Now, they have no vision in here at all. Oh, shit. Why? Why are you doing this? This is not very smart, my friends. Again, it's working because we have Dragon Soul and a gold lead, but it doesn't make it good. Alright, well, fuck it. It works. Oh, I didn't quite get the stun. Alright, we'll take it. It's too brainless, man. The guy just ran at them with a gold lead and won. I look like a clown because I'm not wanting to do this dumb shit that works out anyway. Oh, well, anyway. Good shit, Wukong. You played it well, so why not? Hey, we take this. Very nice. Self McHale's there. I mean, yeah, I can. But, like, fuck it, dude. I'll just save it for the next game. I'm on a different planet. Like, I think I've played 3 games of League in, like, 2 weeks. I've really been locked in making videos, and then I was sick last week, so I didn't feel like playing. So I'm on a different planet today, boys. Don't mind me. We're not here for the gameplay. We're honestly here to farm clips. Oh, nice. Get wrecked, my guy. I'm here to farm clips. I'm here to farm clips for my shorts. And I'm here to get content for YouTube videos and to get B-roll for my YouTube videos as well. How about that? Why didn't you B after dumping your wards after that team fight? Don't remember what fight you're talking about exactly, but I'm assuming the answer will be something in the realm of I didn't have to recall. Because I had full health, full mana, nothing to buy, and I already had good vision. So why would I base and give up a perfect setup when I could just stay on the map and be physically present and have impact, right? Holy big brain. Hell yeah, big brain. How do I play this game? Not sure. We'll see what pick works out the best. But, oh god, I'm in like a parallel universe today. It's fine. What server am I on? I have Aussie accent, but I'm definitely not an Oz. No, I am from Australia, but I live in Amsterdam, so I'm playing on E West. So it's 2:50 PM right now. Live in Amsterdam, which is pretty fun. It's a good place to live, actually. I like Amsterdam. It's like, honestly, like as weird as it sounds, the Netherlands is the country that reminds me the most of Australia out of all of Europe, which is pretty funny, right? Because it's like pretty different, but also similar culturally. I think the way of life is just very similar to what you have in Australia, other than the beaches and shit. Just ignore the weather. The weather's completely different, but the rest of it is very culturally similar, which I think is cool. Yeah. What chat is he reading? Both of them. You know what I got? Is I got this beautiful application, and I got all the chat here, and it's got YouTube, and it's got Twitch, and it's got a little icon to say where it's from, so I can read both of them, guys. How about that? Amsterdam extremely expensive? I don't think it's that expensive. I mean, it is, but it's not that bad. Like, it's pretty similar to what I would have back in Australia, in my opinion. And we're actually really lucky because my apartment is absurdly cheap. We got our apartment in a pretty funny way. Like, we arrived and we didn't have a permanent place yet. We were just in temporary accom. And I went to a restaurant. Turns out it was an Australian restaurant, which was like completely coincidence. And by talking to the owner, I explained to him that we needed to find a place to stay. And then he said he knew someone who had a place that he was renting out. So voila, I found my apartment because I went to a restaurant and said I needed a fucking house. What do I play into Soraka Kaiser? Jesus Christ, how fucking useless is that? Like, a lot of anything. I need to pick something with crowd control because my team has no setup. Oh, I don't know what to pick, boys. Alright, fuck it, playing Leona. Guess I'm playing Leona. I would not want to play Leona into a Soraka lane. You know, it's okay, but I think there's a better pick. In a perfect world, I think, like, not a bad thing to do is just to pick another enchanter and match the scaling. But the problem is if you look at my team, I have a Rumble who has absolutely no setup and is reliant on my setup in order to make his ult work. And then I have a Shaco and a Yunara who are both in the same category. They're champions who follow up and engage, and they don't have their own engage and they don't have any setup. So I'm already rocking a team that has literally no setup. If I don't check a champion with setup, we actually just don't have a functional composition. So I have to pick this. I'm gonna swap out Biscuit for Cosmic. This is something I like to do versus Soraka specifically. Ignite's really important versus Soraka, right? If you don't have Ignite up, she just heals them. And so you need Ignite in order to get kills in lane because you need the healing cut. So you take Cosmic Insight to drop the Ignite cooldown. Usually you use this in the logic to drop Exhaust cooldown, but I'm going to use to drop Ignite cooldown. And honestly, I'm pretty sad. I would love to have Exhaust this game because it's the most OP Exhaust game. You guys want to know what I was thinking about rocking? Is I was thinking about getting rid of Flash and rocking Ignite Exhaust. Because Exhaust is insanely broken against these three, and Ignite's insanely broken against these two. So I need both. Otherwise, I can't play. But, you know, my Rumble did it, so it's fine. My Rumble did it, so don't worry about it. What a genius. Alright, so here's what you do. In this matchup, we start with a sweeping lens, because if the Soraka can see me, she will beat the living shit out of me. And so I take a sweeping lens so that she can't see me, and then I hide in the lane bush like a bitch boy. Now, I'm really unhappy that my ADC has Ghost. Don't know why he has Ghost against Triple Assassin. Also, this is a matchup we have to all in because they outpoke and outsustain us. Yet he's rocking Ghost instead of literally any combat sum. So I'm pretty disappointed with his summoner spell choice. Alas, it's fine. I have to start Q in this matchup. It's pretty easy to know what ability to start on Leona. Q is the strongest in a fight. If you want fighting power, you take Q. E is really good in situations where you already win the fight. So if you vastly outdamage them, because you have a way stronger ADC, you can do E start in order to gap close and proc Glacial, and then you stick to them, and it just gets you in range to fight, in a fight you already win. In this lane, they have a very strong lethal tempo ADC. Soraka herself is extremely strong level 1. If I start E, I will die, right? We will not win the fight, even if I get into range. Q is the only way we win a fight, so I have to Q start. W start to farm aura? True. I don't know what this guy's doing. What? The fuck? He's cooking. He's absolutely cooking. What a legend. What the fuck are we doing? I don't know what we're doing, but I'm down with it. I'm gonna try to stay a little bit off vision. Dude, he's cooking. He's cooking them. We're still doing this? I think it's going too far at a certain point. Alright, I don't know why he flashed. He's too tilted. I will walk at you menacingly. Turn and order me one more time, bitch. Get wrecked. Alright, what a play. We're still level 1. We haven't got a single minion this game. All I can do is walk at them menacingly while holding my stun. Look at me go. Try and turn around, bitch. I dare you. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the dumbest fucking game I've ever seen in my life. my ADC is a genius. I don't know how he cooked this, but he fucking cooked it. Alright, let's fast crash this wave and recall because we got a lot of money and we don't want to be caught out here without having a recall. I don't know, dude. This guy is playing at a level of play much higher than what I can comprehend in my brain. I fucking love it. Good job. We take those. Well, since we had a good start, I'm actually tempted to buy a pair of shoes. I don't usually buy pairs of shoes, but I'm going to rock a pair of shoes. I'm going to buy a refillable because we're versing double poke. And I think we already win a fight, so the pair of shoes is going to serve me well in order to get into range and beat him up. What a genius my AD carry is this game. And their jungler is not having fun. So their jungler obviously went to his top side, is clearing down. So, yep, there it is. That's Zed. Oh my god, Shaco. He took the red buff. This game is getting out of hand. It's beginning to be too much. So intentionally place that ward so it doesn't reveal that. That way they don't know I placed the ward. Smart. And we can set up a gank pretty easily. Just kill the ADC. The ADC has no flash. Don't care about the Soraka. Just kill the ADC, boys. Good shit. And we have the permafreeze of the century. How fucking sad is that guy? He's in the old chat. And now all I do is I camp my pretty little booty in a bush. And I wait for him to walk back to lane. And when he gets back to lane, because I've stood in the bush for the last 30 seconds, he forgets I exist. It's the goldfish brain. That's how the average League of Legends player. They have goldfish brain. If they don't see you in the last 10 seconds, they forget you exist. So because they haven't seen me, because I've sat in a bush, he doesn't know I'm here anymore. And so I stand down here in case he Kaiser W's. And now since he forgot that I exist, I Hex Flash at him. And he takes absolutely no precaution against me possibly being in the bush. And then I get the surprise butt sex on the whim. And then my AD carry fucking instant completely. And now he flames me because he insted completely. The standard. Alright, don't you just love it? So my AD carry tried to freeze a wave that was so big. Instead of thinning it, he tried to freeze a wave too big. And lost 300 health before the fight. And then instead of just playing at his limit and letting me solo killed their ADC with perma Q stuns. He ran in and killed himself, and then spam pinged me. We love to see it. Okay. Don't you just love to see it? We're gonna get an instant replay. How much health did my Inara lose trying to tank that entire fucking wave because she didn't thin it? And she's still pinging me even though she's delusional. Alright, now she's fast pushing a cannon wave, even though she could deny an entire wave of minions by slow pushing it, but we work with what we got. If she crashes the wave, it means I get a roam timer. I've now learned that my AD carry is bad. This is the most important thing, guys. My AD carry is inting, and he's blaming me for it because he's so bad he doesn't understand that it's his mistake. All I know from that is that he will not carry the game even if I get him fed. So, we don't play for him anymore. Holy shit, that was on purpose. Yeah, we take those. Good job, boys. Rumble, you are my new carry. My ADC sucks. We're gonna have to go hang out with him. Hell yeah. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna prove my point right now? He's proving my point, isn't he? Look at him. He's doing everything he can to prove my point, at least. I don't know why I tried to do that anyway. Because, I'm not gonna lie, I thought I had Ignite. And if I had Ignite, I could kill him. But I don't have Ignite. I was just trolling. Alright, don't know what I'm doing again, guys. Maybe my ADC was right for flaming me. Maybe I am a fucking dirty griefer. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought he was in the lane bush for some reason. The Shaker was pinging, and I thought he was pinging to ask if the bush was watered, but he was actually pinging to warn me that their jungler was in there. Bit of a miscommunication, boys. Bit of a miscomm. Oopsie daisy. Alright, oopsie daisies happen sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna go bot. The reason I'm going bot is pretty simple. It's not because I care about my ADC, it's because I want XP. He's gonna die. Right on cue. And now that he's dead, I can get a bunch of XP. Ah, shit. What am I doing, man? Alright, well, it's fine. I get to soak a whole wave of solo XP while he flames me. But turns out he's actually muted, so he's just wasting his breath. I'm a fucking genius. And then I get all of this money. Money, 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 money. Oh, you fucker. I can't queue. And now I get another wave. Oh shit, this guy's invading with his bot lane in base? Alright. You want to die? Oh wait, Soraka didn't recall. What a Chad. Alright, let's soak more XP. I just need to get level 6 and then I'm full build. So we come in here. Get support item stacks. Happy days. And then we leave and we never come back because again, we don't like our ADC. I'm just here for the XP. Hit him with the rocket science here. Let's dodge this thing, because I don't want them to see me moving mid. That's why Hex Flash is so good, boys. You get to rocket science your brain with it. And now, they think I can't be mid, but I'm actually a rocket scientist. I am mid. And, you just drop some wards, run around in circles, do some silly stuff. What sucks, though, is that Zed is basically impossible to gank. That's right, we got perfect vision, and they thought I was bot lane the whole time. We take those. Alright, want to get this wave in? I just want to get level 6 before we fight. If we have level 6, we can win the fight. If I don't have level 6, I can't win the fight. My ADC's gotta stop getting auto-attacked. Once I have 6, we can win it. Okay, well, I've just discovered this bush is watered. Need to hit 6, hit the creeps, hit the creeps. Hit the creeps, hit the creeps, hit the creeps, hit the creeps. He's not hitting the creeps. I'm fucking telling him to hit the creep the whole time, and he's not hitting the creep. Well, there you have it. We gotta leave and never come back, because this guy's mental's too far gone, and he's not very good at the game, so we gotta leave and never come back. It's just not happening. He's taking all this free damage, and just not having it. Oh my god. Alright, well, good news is, what we were doing is we were playing to get 6 before we could leave and never come back. Congratulations, I'm level 6. So guess what I can do, guys? Hell yeah. And this is a really good sequence to roam on anyway. They just got a double kill, which means they're going to recall, which means I don't have to go bot lane because they're not in lane anyway. True. So I get to run in here. Because I have vision, I can tell that they don't have wards in the area. Otherwise, they would have walked in and placed a ward, and I would have seen them do it, right? So I get to walk my pretty little ass in and refresh all of these wards. And then I get to play to react to the info. So this guy's going to walk right into me. I get to post up with my boys. Why are you pinging me? Uh-huh. Alright, Shaco. Just sit in the bush, my friend. Just sit in the bush. I'm dumb. Alright. Fair enough. Alright, dude. Alright. Oh. Alright. My engage was fucking perfect. Alright, well, the dragon setup was terrible, guys. If you start a neutral, you're supposed to turn quickly. That's the rule of starting a neutral objective. Look, my hands are half working, but that objective was pretty disgusting. Guys, it's the simplest rule in League of Legends. If you start a neutral, you're opting into a fight. And if you start a neutral, the advantage of starting the neutral is temporary and diminishes with time. The faster you turn, the better. Which is why we want to fast turn, which is why I hard engage, and then I get really confused when no one follows up. So this game's a fucking mess, guys. Everything that can go wrong did go wrong. Honestly, most of it's my fault. But, you know, I'm making the best of a bad situation there, is what I'm trying to do at least. Although it looks fucking retarded. Like, it looks so bad. It looked so bad, but I swear it made sense. Like, truly. It made sense. This is one of the games of all time. It truly is. Alright, well, you can have the tower. That's fine. That guy's lost his mental. Happens. Now, I'm just waiting for any teammates to come do anything, but they're currently beelining to go share farm together, so I guess that's what we're doing now. That's alright. I guess we're 3-manning the Gromp camp. Good job, guys. Alright, well, I guess I'll just back off instead of killing the guy who's face checking. Alright, well, it's just an FF because no one is trying to win anymore. That's apparent. No one is trying to win anymore. It's very obvious they're not. Well, we got 2 free wins, now we get a free loss. It is what it is. It's like that sometimes. Oh well. It's not too late to build an Eclipse and do their job for them. True, actually. I think someone came into my chat the other day and was telling me that Eclipse Leona is good. And I was like, that sounds really good in top lane. Could work. Could work well. Alright. So here's what we wait. We wait 20 seconds. And then we FF vote. And we see if we get 5 yeses. But the answer is we won't. We never do. There's always somebody who refuses to surrender. Oh. Rip that guy. His KDA's in the bin. Sell sup item, go Eclipse, carry. Deal. Alright, FF vote, and watch a no. Watch a no come in. There it is. I don't understand. I miss Korea. I did a 1-month bootcamp in Seoul, and it was very nice, that 1-month bootcamp in Seoul, because what's mind-boggling is I would struggle to play 10 games a day. Just playing League normally in OCE, but in Korea I could play 25 games a day, which is like unfathomable to like play 25 games in a single day, right? But the games were just so quick. Like when they were done, And people would give up and let the game end at a point where the game was obviously unwinnable, but they wouldn't do it when it wasn't, for the most part. The no is the rumble. Alright, it's the standard. Someone gives a friend request so they can abuse you. Let me guess, it's the ADC. Of course it is. Of course it is. They always hit you with that one. I have a question. Go for gold, man. That's why you have a chat, so that you can ask questions as much as you want. How does one play the game as an assassin jungle, say Rengar, when you have no frontline enemy perma groups, you don't win team fights? Alright, you know what the answer is? It's tempo. Alright, think about a map state. Alright, pull this bad boy up. Alright, imagine a situation. You have just taken a team fight at Dragon, and you've just killed 3 enemies. They are now dead for 20 seconds apiece. What a lot of people would do is they would take the dragon and they would walk in and grab the blue buff, and then they'll go grab their gromp, their red, this, and then they would reset. Problem with that is that took you a minute and a half to do. And in that time, the enemy walked out of base, and they defaulted to their lanes, and they pushed out their lanes. And then the side laners have their lanes pushed out, and so they folded into mid since they now have a timer where they don't have to go to their side lane for a minute. And now they're grouped as 5 people, and you get to base and there's 5 people, so you have to run up and engage 1v5. Sucks, right? So here's what you do different. You just got a triple kill, they're dead for 20 seconds. Insta-recall. Insta-recall. Enemy's death timer is 15 seconds. You just hit fountain. Here's what you do. Okay. You run over, you're now sitting in this bush. The enemy is walking out of base, and they don't have any vision because last sequence took place bot side, and they have to fix their side and their mid wave. Their support walks in and dies. The end. Or maybe their support doesn't walk in and die. Maybe out of mid, you see the AD and the support, and then you see the mid laner pushing top. Look at where you're standing. You have perfect access to go kill that guy while he's alone before he fixes his side wave. And that's the solution to playing assassin junglers. It's all about speed, right? If you do nothing, what side laners do is they go to side, they push out, and then they fold in a group. Which is why you want to get them during the setup stage, right? And a lot of the time, if your teammates aren't pushing out sides, it means the enemy doesn't have to answer side, and so they group. And so if you don't have solo laners who are pushing outside, or on a sequence where they're dead and they can't, you just go push out the side lane. You push out 2 side lanes, you see someone answer it, you fold into mid and Rengar ult, or you catch the guy on side as he tries to push it back out. Kind of a fun answer, but that is the solution. Why do I see random pictures of Kadim? Because of this. Next video out on Saturday. New video out Saturday. It's a banger. Truly is a banger. One of the best videos ever made. Where is it? Kadim is one of League of Legends' most notorious players, but he didn't become popular for the same reason that most other League content creators did. Kadim is an Iron 4 ADC main, currently sitting on 0 LP with a 34% win rate, and his account has finished an Iron every single season for the past 5 years. You got it. No more spoilers. That's coming out on Saturday. You couldn't be more excited? Guys, believe it or not, you are going to learn a lot in this video because of Kadim. I found a lot of situations where he does things that are very teachable moments, not because he makes a mistake, but because he does something well. Ooh, now we're cooking. Alright, my team's giving me all the swaps down the draft. We love this. But yeah, Iron 4 0 LP with a 30-something% win rate. The guy's struggling, but we're going to learn some good and some bad from him. It's a great video. So entertaining. Okay. Well, I need to pick very reliable crowd control against that team comp, but I don't want to give them a good ult, but you know what the secret pick is, boys? It's Galio. Holy shit, do we have Galio support on our team? Yeah, we do. Bet you didn't expect that. Now, I wanted to play Rakan or Alistar. Rakan or Alistar are really good into these short-range bruiser types because you have very reliable guaranteed crowd control. The problem with Rakan and Alistar is they're both incredibly good ults for a Sylas. So I need something with very good, reliable crowd control against short-range champions that doesn't give a good ult to Sylas. Galio, baby. We're rocking that Galio, baby. That's rocket science. Galio is one of my favorite champs. I played a metric shit ton of Galio in 2019. When I won Grand Final and played an MSI, he was my most played champion that whole season. I played a lot of support Galio. Question. Is my ADC playing Fiora? I guess he is. Alright. We have a very interesting bot lane matchup then. Let's do it. I'm keen to see it. Why giving Galio ult to Sylas? It's not that bad. Like, it's okay, but like, fuck, dude. It was either Rakan, Alistar ult, or Galio ult. I'll give him the Galio ult. Those are the three champions that were just goated here. You know, it's like, it's a necessary evil. Is Fiora ADC a regular pick in Masters? Absolutely not. It definitely is not. Oh, Fleet Footwork Fiora bot lane. I don't know about that. With Barrier. I really don't know about that. I feel like if you're going to play Fiora ADC, you probably shouldn't take it with Fleet Footwork and Barrier because you're missing a lot of kill threat. Bro uses 100% of his brain before he playing the game. I literally do. I overthink everything like crazy because I'm trying to regurgitate really good content into the world so you guys can get all the thoughts. But the sacrifice of that is that I overbrain and underhands, but it is what it is. Alright, well, he's being a terrorist, so he's already getting the mute button. It's that easy. It's one of those days. We've got some fucking degenerate who just is dedicating his life to being a piece of shit. That's right, we'll work with what we got. It's a new game, so it doesn't matter, does it? But the secret tech is, Galio E-Start is absolutely broken. You do 14 quadrillion damage. It's pretty broken. I don't know about all this. This is out above my pay grade. I'm not about all that. Now, big thing to note, Alistar doesn't have Resolve runes, which means he doesn't have Unflinching or Bone Plating. So in early levels, he's extremely weak. His runes are fully built for payoff, so he's incredibly weak early. So what I can actually do in this matchup, here's the thing, Alistar's Q is an 18-second cooldown, my E is a 10-second cooldown. So if I trade his Q for my E, I then get a second trade in the downtime of his Q. Plus, I have Bone Plating, Unflinching, Shield Bash, Aftershock, and he has literally nothing. So I'm always going to outtrade him, and my cooldown is lower. So that's the key to this matchup, is be fucking aggressive and punch him in the head. Now that's obviously a little bit too much. What the fuck is he doing? My ADC is proxying or something? I don't understand. I guess he's trying to hold the wave so that it comes into us. Actually, pretty smart, I guess. I feel like he's just decreed that we can't win this matchup early because he's playing Fiora ADC, but we definitely can, just because I sup-gapped the Alistar so hard early. But this trick to pull the wave in order to form a slow push into us is actually pretty smart. It's something you can definitely do with Yasuo lanes, but probably wasn't necessary here exactly. Oh, didn't get him with a punch, but that's fine. It's alright, they get two here, so we just chill. He's gonna get caught by the Alistar, isn't he? What is he doing? Dude. It's like fucking elementary school. You should definitely know by now that the enemy gets level 2 on the last melee of the second wave. That's like the first thing you learn in bot lane. How did a master tier player get surprised by the enemy hitting level 2 first? My god. Okay, well, that's fine. He's got 1 HP, so I guess our lane's fucked now. He's definitely fucked our lane entirely in like 50 different ways. Did he just killed himself. Why did he dash in? Why did he dash in just to do one auto attack and then lose his flash? Dude, this guy is like not playing like a human. Did he just cancel his recall? He's got 80 HP with no sums. What am I laning with? This is a creature. What am I laning with? I'm gonna be strong this game though. Like, I'm getting solo XP, I'm getting a kill, I'm getting a red buff, so I'll be strong, but... Dude, this thing I'm having to lane with is... Oh. It's a lot. I don't want to die and give over the red buff, so I'm being real chill. And I want to be here for the push out, so I get XP. Plus, the faster we push this out, the more they lose. So I'll wait till he gets in range. And then we'll give it a love tap. That'll get the wave in, so I don't lose XP. And the wave goes in, and they lose creeps faster. Hell yeah. Okay, so that actually didn't recall, which is going to put us at a pretty nice advantage. Because we have the base advantage now, which we won't complain about. So we're in a really good position. So think about what the wave's doing. The wave's slow pushing into us. He has no health, no mana, and I'm up a recall. Our jungler's pathing down. Very easy gank. Let push. Easy gank. Just stop pushing. They have our jungler is bot. He has no health, no recall, no mana. Please give push. Dude, this guy is the worst player I've ever seen. He's pushing them in. I'm mind-boggled. He's the worst player I've ever seen in my life. He's pushed them in, so it's not gankable. I don't know, dude. They're dead every day of the week if he lets them push in. We get all their sums, but that's not nearly as good as what we should get. He just walked into melee range. What is he doing? I'm just broken at this point. Alright, my Echo's a good player, so it's fine. Me and Echo are getting it done without him, but... There's heavy lifting to do this game, guys. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, we broke the enemy team's mantle in the old chat, so it's a good sign. It's always a good sign when they start flaming. Alright, we maximize item components again. That'll make us as strong as possible. I'm going to build armor shoes this game, and I'm going to build lockets, so the double cloth armors will build into both of those items, and buying a cloth armor is better than buying a kindle gem in early levels, because you don't want cooldown reduction, you want combat stats, and this gives me more combat stats. So he's got no wards, but he does have a pink ward, so we're going to keep an eye on where he's putting that. They're on dragon right now. Alright, let me just casually steal this. Just casually. Holy shit, what if I got it? It was possible. I'm just going to leave that there since that's ward's ending soon anyway. And then I don't want to get trapped, so I'm going to do a Hex Flash just in case their jungler's being a cheesy boy. And I'm going to hold on to my pink because the enemy's about to crash bot wave. What do they do after they crash this wave into turret? Is they go clear vision, right? So if I place my ward... Okay, Fiora's wave management is atrocious. Just hold a minion out of tower. If you hold a single minion out of tower, it causes the wave to get held and causes a slow push, rather than resetting the wave to neutral where we have to walk up. He's gonna die. He fucked his wave. He just completely fucked our wave while their jungler's bot by boss pushing it instead of holding a minion. And then he got caught out. I'm playing with the worst player of all time. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. It's fine. Keep working with it. Just keep working with what we have, but what we have is not very good. I'm gonna chase out their recalls. They're not basing anyway. Okay, bit awkward. Bit awkward from me and you both, Alistair. Now, it's a bit awkward because their jungler can be here, and we are risk-taking by just assuming he's not, but this guy's got no sums here, so... almost. Almost. He's dead if that hits. But I'm not quite getting in range. Not quite getting it. I want to get a ward, though. Like, this is way too sus. Oh, they're actually on Void Grubs. They just suck. Alright. I give the enemy... Dude, they're doing really dumb things that is just obviously dumb, and I'm giving them so much respect that they obviously know something that we don't. Like, their jungler must be here, because they're currently dead with how bad they're playing, walking up at these moments. But it turns out they are just bad. They're roaming down here, my friend. Okay. Somehow, that worked. I don't really know how. And the barrier was not enough, sadly, but... Alright. Worst play I've seen in my life, but it worked, so... We'll go with it. Am I dead now? Is he dead now? You know... I'm just mad that I cancelled my recall, because I would have been on a really fast tempo, and I would have been out of base super fast, but I cancelled my recall for fucking nothing. Let's keep an eye on Alistar's wards. He's got 3. Let's track where he goes and try and infer where his wards were placed. So Alistar is in the river right here. If I was him, I'd put a ward in Tribush, seems pretty logical, and I'd put a ward somewhere here. But we're going to keep an eye on him, and when he next appears, we'll see how many he's placed. Forgot to buy a sweeping lens, though. My bad. I fucked up, boys. I forgot to buy a sweeping lens. So, I'm going to just infer that he put one in Tribush, because every day of his life he's put one in there. Okay, there's 2 wards to find. There wasn't one in Tri, so that means there's a ward there and a ward there. Those are where the 2 wards are. Pretty easy to infer. So, if I had a sweeper, I'd clear them, but I don't have that luxury, because I forgot. Alright, that's a trinket. But we know where all their wards are now, so that's good. Now, we're very strong, so if I get a punch onto their ADC, he will just die. Alright, jungle's coming bot, so we don't want to fight anyway, so let's move up. Ward here, ward here, ward here. These are their wards. I like this lane bush gank. Smart. It's a good bait, because they are going to come for a gank on us soon, and there is a ward there. Okay, well, we found one of them. That's the one he just placed. So I was indeed right about where the wards are. He had one left in his inventory, and that's where he put it. Now, they have all sums, so I can't be too crazy. There's a pocket of no vision where I'm standing. I know they don't have wards here because I cleared a pink, and I've been tracking his other wards. So I'm just sitting in the pocket of no vision and letting them go in before I counter. This is a lot. We kind of just want to get this wave and then move into the dragon. So I'm going to keep playing in this pocket. I want to leech XP for 8 before I go. There we go, there's level 8. And now we want to turn fast on this neutral. As always with neutrals, we want to turn quickly. Oh, I shouldn't have ulted yet. While I was cancelable. Should be winnable. Honestly, surprised we didn't win that fight after how well it started, but turns out Silas is just unkillable, I guess? Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I did fuck up my ult. Get it cancelled. Rip. Honestly, that was probably just a gold lead gap, or maybe an ADC gap, because mine wasn't there till super late. I don't know, one of the two. But I think there was a gold lead gap at play, because we should have won that fight with how well it started, surely. Surely. Anyway. Well, their ADC is going to base. That's pretty apparent just by looking at his health bar. So I can go anywhere I want on the map, which I'm going to go topside, because the only places I can gank are mid and top, so I should deploy topside. Right? And we'll see what we find. If we find Yasuo trying to hit top tower, we might get a kill on him. Seems like he's recalled, though. Let's go. Kill him? Yeah, it's a gold lead gap. No one does damage. Absolutely no one on my team does damage to that guy for some reason. It's looking like a gold lead gap. I'm going to have to go Blood Song because we're lacking damage here. So you can usually pick your support items depending on the situation. And in this game, we're obviously lacking damage because every single time we've done an engage, they've lived on 1 HP. So I have to compensate a bit by taking the support item that increases the damage we deal rather than the defensive one, right? I'll grab red buff as well. This is my red buff. I don't give a fuck. Hell yeah. But seems like everything's fallen apart here, boys. We can get a bot dive off of this next wave. This could be a play too. It's very telegraphed, but they only have Alistar here to stop it, which is not enough, so... Oh, Alistar's not here. Could have punched forward if I knew Alistar wasn't here, but I assumed he was. Well, that guy's inting. Don't know what that's about. Let's block. Block for my team. Alright, can't move. Hey, good result. We're getting bot tower. We're definitely gold lead gapped. This little icon right here tells you you're super far behind. Moment that activates, you know you've got a problem. And I think next item's pretty easy. It's a Frozen Heart angle. You've got 3 auto attack dependent physical damage dealers. You buy a Frozen Heart, baby. Really good on support because you get a shit ton of cooldown reduction too. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I think the best thing to probably do... It's hard, because we don't really many to play on. I have to just play off who is strong, which at the moment is Echo. And if Echo is heading bot side, I have to go bot side. So I don't really get to pick where I deploy as a support in some games like this. If everyone's strong, you can use a lot more of your brain, but this game's simple. Only Echo can kill people. Therefore, every play I do has to involve Echo, and since he walked bot side, it means we're playing bot side of the map. Because if I go top side without him, no one will die. So, that is reality sometimes. And we'll just work with him. See where he ends up. If he clears into top after this, I'm going to be sad. I'm holding my wards because we obviously can't defend the area. And if the ADC goes mid, we might have a shot here, but... Let's see. Problem is, if we don't find something, yeah, things like that will happen. Everyone will just die. We have to find something. But it's just super fucking hard to find anything. My engage is literally running at him in a straight line. It's not very good, is it? Oh, boys. This Galio pick works really well if we're ahead, because they have to run into us, but since we're behind, we kind of have to run into them, which complicates it because we don't have very reliable engage now. This is sus. There's definitely some people here. Otherwise, why would he run forward like that when he sees me? There's people here, for sure. Yeah, there's a Rek'Sai, there's an Alistar in that bush. Oh, this is a lot. You know. We win! They used everything on the Galio. Go, boys. If we're ever winning a fight, it's this one. There we go. Good shit, boys. We won a 4v5. We got a bunch of shutdowns. Objective bounties are falling off soon, so hopefully our Narc can get the top tower before they drop, but they just dropped bloody everything on the Galio. And I got 2 rotations of spells in before dying, which means I had immense value before I died, which is perfect. It's as good as it gets for a losing game. Hell yeah. Take those. Now, we're going to have to keep answering where they go, because they are just holding onto a Rift Herald. So, wherever the enemy goes is where I go, essentially. And there's wards all through my top jungle. Happy days. And they're going to get this. So what we want to do is we want to switch to defensive vision. Defensive vision is a pretty interesting thing, guys. What you want to do with defensive vision is you want to place it in places that don't commonly get swept. So no warding inside bushes. We want to place wards like this ward here. We want to place wards like this ward here. Because these are much less likely to get swept as if I warded in very obvious places in bushes like this. So we figure out what side of the map the enemy is going towards, which is probably bot side because Atacon's next. And we just place entrance wards in places that are less likely to get swept than the obvious places inside bushes. And then that hopefully means our wards will survive the enemy searching for them, and then we'll get a glimpse into what's happening inside our own jungle. There we go. That ward survived just as planned. Good shit. This guy's... I'm just going to take the red to punish him because he's been toxic to me all game, so I'll take his red. This guy's spent the whole game in-feeding me, so I don't usually do that, but sometimes you got to take a stand. But look at this. He's popping Sweeper. He's going to clear that one. Ah, he found it. How good is he? Ah, they found that one too. Rip. Work with what we have. Now they're going towards the Atacon, so I would love it if my team came down to try and stop them doing the Atacon. It's probably the best play at this moment, right? Very hard to get towards this without face checking though, but we'll do our best. No need to walk up mid. Okay. They're definitely going to try Atacon now because Echo based and this guy's 1 HP. We do have TP, so we can try, but I don't know why my team's so opposed to walking over to the Atacon and stopping the enemy from doing it, but we'll work with it. Nice. I just wanted to block the Alistar so he doesn't get an insane angle on the engage. Alright, what the fuck is that guy doing? What are they both doing? This Fiora is so bad. I don't know if he's in-feeding, right? I think he's in-feeding. Because it's not possible in my brain that someone has so consistently played so bad the literal entire game. Because this guy has just done mind-bogglingly bad plays. Like, there's no way you got to this high of a rank doing the shit he's doing. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's got to be intentional feeding. It can't just be bad. Because people this high of a rank are not this bad, even on their worst day. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just an in-feed. What can you do? We have to hit him with the don't queue up for 5 minutes kind of angle, don't we? Dude apparently has 2 challenge accounts, didn't link them. True, it's one of those. It's definitely got to be one of those, right? Well, it is a case of we lost everywhere, I think. I mean, we kind of did well bot lane. We definitely could have left lane with 10 kills if this guy had manipulated the wave better. But mid lost and top lost by a lot. So we work with what we have, but we don't have much this game. Every single fight is played well, but just lost because of a gold lead. Unlucky. Like, I actually think that 80% of our fights are winning fights if we are even in gold. So, you know, we can be proud of that, boys. We can be proud of that. Alright, well, the game's pretty much over, so I'm going to take stupid risks now. I'm going to try and get a sneak ward onto the dragon, because they're obviously going to go to the dragon, and hopefully that ward will survive and see them doing it. Didn't expect this to happen, but it is happening, and I'm pretty happy that it is. Hey, we take those. Not expecting all that, but we'll take it. And we all dead. It's another one of the gold lead things again, boys. We wiped them and then we got 3v5'd. Oh, well. Oh, shit. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, really good play, right? Oh my god, the Rek'Sai is so bad. As if the Rek'Sai didn't tank the tower shot for him. But, like, the Fiora does good things. Like, that was a pretty sick play. There's no way that his wave management is so bad when he can do plays like that. Those two things don't correlate. Like, a player who can do one would not do the other. But we're going to win this game. I see it. I see it happening. They are getting Dragon Soul, though. Unfortunately. That might complicate my whole plan to win the game. But, you know, I'm just going to click yes. It's a false hope winnable. Alright. Hey, objective bounty. That's like the third objective bounty we got. You think we wouldn't have objective bounty anymore if we got 3 of them, but we do apparently. I'm going to pop a recall on my Frozen Heart so that I'm up in time for my teammates, and we can hopefully take a fight on the enemy, who is getting a little bit cocky and overstaying. Let's do what we can, boys. Fight them. Half of their team is based, so may as well just punch in. I can never catch this guy, though. Slow him! No, he's too good. Alright, get Baron wards. Hope they start Baron in a really bad way in Int. It's the Hail Mary. Hope they won't clear that. And then we get one more for good measure in a place that they won't check, which is right here. They won't check that. That ward will live. That ward will probably die. That ward will probably live. Echo's doing a good play, though. Echo is being a cheeky boy. There's a guy up here. Very hard to kill, but Echo's doing a good play. He's going for the steal session. Those wards might just pull out the clutch for him. If that ward stays alive, gives him vision, and he steals it, I'm taking all the credit for the steal. It might just be entirely because of me. Ah, never mind. I tried my best, Echo. I did the best I could with the wards I have. I'm going to give you vision as best I can, my friend. There you go. Good luck. Nah, he got zoned. Alright. We did our best. We did our best, my friend. Oh, I'm fucking dead for this shit. Save the KDA! Save the KDA! Oh, there's so many of them. Alright, we can't save it. GG. Alistar got that UAV. No, he got the counter UAV, man. The UAV gives vision. He's got the counter UAV. He took mine out. The guy's a genius. Well, I feel like this game was not my fault. The last game, I'll take credit for. I'll happily say it was my fault. This game, I won't say I played perfect, but I will say that even if I had played significantly better, we wouldn't have won it anyway. But there's some interesting analysis to do in this game that we've really got to take a look at. Because I've got to figure out what the fuck's going on in this guy's head. Because, Jesus Christ, there was some rocket science. So, Exhibit A is whatever this is. I don't know what the angle is of this. I think, as I said, I think he's trying to hold the wave so it slow pushes into us. But the matchup is not losing, so I don't know why he wants that. Fair enough. This moment was my favorite of the whole game. How did he get surprised by the level 2 and get caught here? Master tier player, by the way. Alright, that I'm confused about, but alright, we'll just keep moving on. We'll see what else we get. Alright, one of the next best ones is this trade. Okay. Then, with 64 HP, no summoner spells, and your jungler top lane, we cancel our recall? and of course get tower dived. Like, of course. What else would the enemy team do? Of course they tower dive you. You have 60 HP with no... So he's dead. Okay. Then we have some okay times for a little bit. We have some okay times. Then we come up on some absolute glory. This one... Those ones were physical. You know, you could see it. This one is more theoretical. All right, break down the situation. The wave's coming in. They have no sums. Look at what he does with the wave. Our jungler is top. Their jungler is bot lane. We know he's bot lane because we saw him take dragon. The wave is safely coming into us from where we can farm happily. He holds the wave outside of tower so that we can just keep the wave in front of our tower. Then he just one-shots the wave, runs up here, and just fucking dies. This is not a Master Tier player. This is not what a Master Tier player looks like at all. And then, in the pièce de résistance, the most beautiful moment of all, after this awesome play, their wave is bouncing into us. Right? Their wave is slow pushing towards us. We're set up easily for a kill. Was it later? No, he keeps fucking killing the wave. Yeah, he keeps fast pushing. Ah, I'm done. I don't know. I'm trying to... Anyway. 2 friend requests per game, you sure are famous. I know, dude. People love me. People absolutely love me today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go play jungle game because that was too much having to lane with that guy. It physically hurt me. You should read Discord general. Ah. What is happening in my general chat? There are so many messages. Wait. What? What's happening in my Discord? How is this guy pretending to be a coach? What the fuck? What? Oh, this is... It's him. It's the Fiora. Holy shit. It's the Fiora. He's come in here just to flame me. And while playing, he's flaming. That's so funny. Dude, has anyone ever been so mad in a solo queue game to go as far as to join your community Discord just to flame you? That is actually next level. That is funny as fuck. I will take it. By the way, I peaked ranked 10 in US. 1,150 LP. I have a screenshot of it. I also hit Challenger in Korea, and I peaked rank 1 on OATs, and I played at MSI. So if you want to call me hard stuck Master Tier on EU West, you can do that, but it's not true. The reason I'm Master Tier is because I spent all my time making YouTube videos, and I just lost 100 LP yesterday because I didn't play my decay games, which is why I'm playing today. Do I need to justify it, though? I don't know if I need to justify it. Every time that I'm like, am I a fraud? What I do is I go over to my desk and I pull out my medals from MSI, and I remember that, that's right, I went to MSI, and I go, oh, never mind, it's fine. I'm not a fraud. But it's great because this guy went as far as to like not just be annoyed by a teammate in solo queue, but he did his research in order to find out where I was from just to get ammunition to flame me harder. That's impressive. That is real impressive, honestly. God damn. What a king. Anyway, I'm gonna ban him from my server because obviously we don't fucking need this guy in my server. Like, why? I don't need the guy from solo queue who came in just to flay me to be in my Discord server, so see ya. Anyway. Yeah, I don't get the League community, man, because people are so toxic. Like, let's imagine that I did play like shit and I was deserving of a little bit of toxicity because I played bad. Okay. But why though? Like, like, let's give an analogy. Let's say you're at work and I don't know, you want someone to make a fucking PowerPoint presentation for you. And then a day later, they give you the presentation and it's shit because they're not very good at using PowerPoint. Do you then stalk them on the way home and then find their group chat with their family and go in there and tell them that they're scum of the earth and useless because they're really bad at making PowerPoints? I don't think you do, right? Because it's a human being and usually, why would you go, like, it takes so much effort to be an arsehole. I don't get it. But people take it so seriously. They, like, track you to the ends of the earth just to ruin your life because in their mind you played bad at a video game. Like, bro. Anyway. People take League too seriously. Actually, though. More flamers in Discord? Of course. Jesus Christ. My God. What is even happening? My God, man. What is happening in my Discord server? This guy and his bot army of fucking Discord friends have come in just to be assholes. I don't get it, man. Anyway, here's what it is. Anyway, I'll play jungle game because support has been a fucking nightmare apparently, so I can get out of the hellhole of having to lane with pain and get to just go fight jungle camps because sometimes that's more fun to do. Am I right? Why do I have a lot of pictures of Kadeem? Because I like him. He's really cool. No, it's because I just finished making a video about him, which will come out on Saturday. It's a really cool video, honestly. Wait till you see it. It's fun. Okay, what do I play? I'm seeing a lot of AP. It might be Lee Sin game. I've been inting, and so picking Lee Sin's a bad idea, but I've been itching to play a Lee Sin game for a long time, so I'm going to play a Lee Sin game, and I'm probably going to eat my balls off, but guys, I'm not here to win games, I'm here to have a good time. pretty outlandish thing to say, right? But I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to get my decay games and to stream and get some cool clips. So let's fucking do it. Enemy team has the most stock standard team comp I've ever seen in my life. That is like the League of Legends team comp of all time. It's like the most standard that you ever can see in your life. And we definitely have a weirder one, but fuck it, it works. We have no engage, no crowd control. Fuck it, we ball. Your desktop drives your OCD mad? No, dude, every time I make videos, I just drag everything on my desktop, and what I should do is drag it into a folder on my desktop. I do the same thing with replays that I'm saving. Like a lot of the time I get replays that I want to use in the future for videos, and so I again just slam them on my desktop, but I should do better. I should be better. Am I associated to the Rogue team, or is Rogue just your name? It's just my name. You guys want to know what's fun? I had the name before them. Not even kidding. I have had the name Rogues for like 15 years or something. So I actually came around before them. And then they came around, and all of a sudden, if you type in LoLWiki Rogue, they come up before me, which obviously they do because it's a team from LEC. So of course they would come up before me, but I'm still salty about it. Let's do Blue Smite. Where do I path? Shaco top lane is a bit weird. Probably going to go towards bot because... Yeah, we'll probably path towards bot lane because usually in these kind of matchups, melee versus range, they're a lot more volatile. And I feel like it's pretty hard to kill Fiora in general, especially when you're rocking a Shaco top lane and you have no crowd control. So I don't think I'm going to get anything if I path top, but if I path bot, I might just catch the enemy bot lane going for an all-in or something. Or I might just find the enemy Jarvan trying to gank a mobile bot lane when they have a lot of crowd control, and I can counter. So... pretty obvious reason to path down. That's where we'll go. That's what we'll do, boys. Have I coached Kadeem for content? I haven't. But I did go through his games, and I would absolutely love to do a coaching session with him. I think it'd be fun. I think he's had coaching from other people before, right? But, like, from other notable people in the scene. But I haven't seen any of that stuff. And I don't know how well they teach, but... I don't know. Makes fun content. Alright, let's do it, gang. Let's get my camps, head to bot lane, and see what there is to do. Didn't quite die in time. How sad's that? Not too bad. I think he's just... oh, you're supposed to open with Q on this, not with E, right? Yeah, I messed this up, chat. You're supposed to open Q, not E on the Krugs. It's faster. And then you have your E for the break. But I don't have my E for the break because I opened with E instead of opening with Q. My bad. My clear is 1.5 seconds slower than it should be because I made a misdo. Clear is usually slower if you start a Raptors compared to a buff, which is the main reason why I'm slower than him right now. But, oh my god, I also failed that, guys. This is not a good clear. I'm a lot slower than him, which is bad because he's going to get bot lane before me, and that could spell absolute disaster for my bot lane if they die to it. So I'm going to smite this just to speed up my clear. I won't have smite for the crab, which sucks, but I need to get bot lane in time to match him so that my bot lane doesn't just die because he got there 5 seconds quicker than me. I'm already going to be a tad slower, but we work with what we have. Jarvan's very fast at clearing, so... and I did Raptor start, so I don't feel too bad. Now, I'm obviously not going to be able to get crab because my bot lane lost push. Not really sure why they lost push, because you shouldn't be losing push in this matchup, but they did. Which is fine. I'll just give the bot crab, and I'll go for the top crab instead. Which works out really well because I did Raptor start. So, in the background of all this, I did Raptor start, so... I can always do Raptors on respawn, since they'll respawn more quickly. Very nice. So I'll go get my Krabby Patty. There's a guy to fight here. Let's fight him. Oh my god. What did I just do, chat? What did I just do? Alright, we gotta kill Worth. We gotta kill Worth. Don't look at it. No one saw that. Triple long sword. No one saw that. I knew everything would go sideways. Why do I have biscuits, actually? I just realized I have biscuits on jungle. What did I... Oh my god, I took biscuits instead of free boots. It is what it is. Shh, no one saw that, no one saw that, no one saw that. I should have just thrown the Q straight away, to be honest. I could have hit it. Anyway, it's fine. I got triple longsword. I got the crab. They got 2 kills, but I won the ego battle, so... And... we just gotta get along with our clear now. There we go. Now, I could go there, but I think it's going to put me way too far behind in terms of farm. I have to go. My Shaco's in such a bad spot if I don't go. I really don't want to have to go, but he will 100% die on this wave pushing out if I don't go. Only problem is, Fiora, if she has perfect XP, does get level 6 off this wave. But this is delaying my farm, but I have to do this, otherwise Shaco will literally just die. I know, but we got to get your wave in, buddy. There we go. We fixed his wave. This sucks for me because while I'm doing this, Jarvan's clearing camps, but if I don't do that... Wait, you're not recall... He's not recalling. I delayed my clear by fucking 40 seconds in order to get my top laner a recall by crashing the wave for him, and he didn't take it. Well, I'm just absurdly far behind now. And it was supposed to be in order to save my save my top laner, but he didn't want the save, so... Sad day to be me. Alright, well, head down and farm because I'm already a little bit behind now. Now, Jarvan's going to get here first. Yeah, look, they get free dragon because of the fact that I went top and showed. And the purpose of doing that was to save my jungler from certain death, save my top from certain death, and he didn't take the out, even though I gave it to him. Sad day. Here, boys. Now, Jarvan is 6 because he's just gotten more XP than me. Ah, he got so lucky on that timing. Now we can't, boys. They got mid-move, and he has level 6 advantage because of the dragon XP. Ah, it's so frustrating, this game. Okay. And I'm being chased in my jungle, even though there's no camps there. How about that? Time to hop a recall. There's nothing to do here. I just got to go match his level 6. It sucks getting put behind by something like that, because I have to do it. Otherwise, I get flamed for not doing it. But I am considerably behind in terms of XP compared to normal. Like, usually you hit level 6 at 7:15. I'm still getting it by a reasonable time, but not as fast as I should, especially for a game with a Raptor start, which should be a little bit faster even. But, you know, we work with it. Okay. Good luck on the Void Grub fight, boys. Now, I bet a Braum is going to walk into the Void Grubs and kill everyone. Because the only thing that could make this better is if a Braum walked up to Void Grubs and subgapped the whole thing, which I'm literally waiting to happen. It's never not happened. Alright. Oh, fuck. Well, nothing's going well today, is it, boys? Nothing's going well at all. He's gonna get the grubs, he's gonna get my raptors. The Braum didn't even have to show up, but the fucking mid laner did. Nothing is working out today. I knew this would happen. The Braum was there after all. I fucking knew it. I goddamn knew it. One of them days. Hey, we had a good start. It all started out the right way, and it didn't end up the right way. And half my shit went sideways today, but you know, it's one of those days. It'd be like that, boys. We still farmed some good clips, which is what we're here for. Would love to farm level 7 before some crazy shit kicks off. Should be able to. Thing is, I don't have many places to play anymore. Like, playing through top is just hard because it's a Shaco. Playing through mid's impossible because he's playing Lux and he's too far behind at this point. So I can only really play bot lane, but if Jarvan comes, it doesn't work. That was a bit awkward, but we got it. I'm going to fake to walk away and then just come to the lane bush and see what happens, because the game's getting to a bit of a weird point, but yeah, pretty predictably some shit's about to go down. The Ahri's coming. I can't do more than that, boys. It's pretty close, I will admit. It's a pretty close fight. I stopped the EQ with kick too. We just split our damage too much. Like, they had a little bit more unified damage than what we did, and so they kind of all got away with 1 HP while they finished kills before moving on to the next one. Did a lot of damage that fight, though. But I think we have a bit of a comp problem, because our comp fucking sucks. Like, Lulu with Lee Sin is not what you want. Yeah, almost winnable, though. Almost won. Just not quite. Well, let's sneak this in, and then try and get this dragon while that ADC's in base real quick. Lux dies, though, it puts a little bit of a problem into my taking dragon plan, doesn't it? Well, there goes the taking dragon plan. That's not going to happen anymore. So I guess we're giving dragon. Fuck. Feel like everything's going to fall apart here. Oh, well. Well, I guess they can have the dragon. Lux flashed in place. I somehow didn't notice that. Well, I just gotta hope my bot lane doesn't lose all their health and get dived right now, because I'm going to top side, and if they trade and lose all their health while the jungler's bot, they will get dived. So sometimes you gotta give them a little bit of faith. Just hope they don't int it. Now, can we ever kill this guy? I think the answer is no. I think he's just gonna hang out in my jungle, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I think I've hit the point where I'm homeless now. My own jungle is becoming off limits, so I guess I just have to run around and try and find something to do. I don't know. All I can do is gank bot lane. If a gank mid gets countered, I can't even look at going top, so... Hey, this is good. This is about the only chance I have at a good thing. Alright, we got him. That's about the only play on the map I could make, so I'm fucking glad it worked. Because there's absolutely nothing else I could have done in that situation. Good shit, boys. Pop a recall. Most value Merc Treads game I've ever seen in my life, so we will start building towards the Merkies. But, yeah, there's the top tower. And I feel like my jungle's off limits because Ahri just walked topside and Jarvan's probably in there and Fiora can come whenever she wants. So I'll try to get the camps as much as I can, but this might become difficult. There we go. And again, the only place I can play towards is bot lane. So I just have to babysit them. If my bot lane dies, we lose the only win condition we have in the game. So I have to be there to babysit them and to play through them. And if we do that well, we might just win. So I almost got level up. I almost have ult. Ah, shit, they're getting ganked. Good thing I beelined here. Although it might not matter. Okay. We'll take that, burn all their stuff, got them low in health, and no one died. I'll heal back up off this, and once the Ahri pisses off, we can probably go for a play. We have to go for it, boys. It's a risk. They might be here, but you got to go for it. Because we don't have many other plays to do. Oh, he blocked the Q. Rip. He's too fat. Brahma's too fat. He blocked the Q. You know, not the best result, but it's the only play we can make. It's gloom, boys, but we keep trying it. I played it pretty well to hold off on reactivating the Q because the exhaust just ruined my whole life. And I waited out the Brahm ult and the exhaust before reactivating, which I thought was pretty cool. But, it's definitely winnable. It's a fucking hard game, but it is winnable. So I'm going to click no and torture myself a little bit longer. Just a little bit more torture in this game, even though it's 99% lost, but we still play on the 1%, boys. I love my YouTube. Thanks, man. Glad you like it. I like it too. That's why I do it. And my golem's off limit, so... And this guy's completely unkillable, so I'm not even going to pretend that I can kill him. I'm just going to take one more camp, since I know I can't kill anyone without my ult anyway, so no point ganking until my ult's up. And we've got to play this game at a bit of a faster pace, just because of desperation, because the game's not looking hot. So we'll speed up the play a little bit. We know this is probably not watered, because they haven't been here, and I ganked them through here before. Ah, they have a blue. That's right. Hopefully my bot lane can hold off 10 seconds for me to take blue. Go. And we can run it back. Again, the only play I can make is to come bot. Braum has placed the rewards, which means there's probably not a lane bush ward, so I can be a sneaky boy. Oh shit, that's not what we want, Lulu. I can maybe do something here. Ah, fuck. He flashed just as I ward hopped in. Unlucky. It's just nothing to do anymore, boys. Anytime I do anything, they can just walk down and outnumber us. We lost everywhere, boys. It happened. It's one of those games. Look, I didn't play this one well, but I didn't have much to work with either. Our comp sucks, and everyone lost everywhere, so it's the standard. Oh, it didn't hit. Ah, we gotta try dumb shit at this point, boys. We gotta try dumb shit at this point. And it's this grim. Well, shit. And even if we'd won these fights, this was in the background the whole time, so I think we call it there, boys. I know the last FF vote because there was 1% chance, but I think the 1% chance has disappeared. But I would like to know how Lulu lost push into Braum early levels, because that really complicated my game that I pathed towards the double range matchup and they lost prior somehow. Yeah, you know. The point we went wrong in this game, boys, was we picked Lee Sin before my teammates had picked crowd control, and then we ended up with a comp that had no setup, and my options are very limited at that point. And then we played bad, of course. That always does it. Ah, GG. Yeah, look, that was a hard one. Oh, well, I think I went 2-2 today, or maybe I went 2-3. I played 5 games, but the good news is the results of the game don't matter because it's still a net game in LP because I played 5 games today, and so that says 5 now. So that's a win, boys. We take it. We called a win. All right, I might call it there, guys, because I am half playing like shit today, and it's just one of those days, and I finish work in 40 minutes anyway, so I'll wrap up the day 40 minutes early and go play video games and procrastinate, which makes me happy. Oh yeah, thanks for coming, guys. How much is decay again? I think it's 50 LP a day. I already lost 100 LP in the last 2 days from decay, so makes sense. Anyway, GG people. Thanks for watching. I'm going to be sure to clip this into 10 beautiful shorts. And if I feel like it, I might stream again on Friday around the same time slot or so. Thanks for coming, guys. Have fun.